What is up, everyone? Before we get started, go check out Geekish Gamer Show. He's featured in this video. Go check out his channel, leave some likes, maybe subscribe, and the links are in the description. But without further ado, here are 8 creepy video game urban legends. In 1996, the Pokemon Red and Green video games were released, much to everyone's delight. Well, except for in one part of the world. The game was first released in Japan, and it was supposedly correlated with a huge spike in suicides and illness in children ranging in age from 7 to 12. The children did not become sick or commit suicide until reaching the level of Lavender Town in the game. The game's score was said to be the source of the ailments in the children. The piercing tones of the music caused headaches, nausea, and eventually suicidal tendencies. The music in the level was changed before the game was shipped overseas.
Killswitch is a game that was created by a Soviet gaming company named Karvina Corporation in 1989. Only limited copies of the game were produced, and it was a very popular game among Soviet gamers. The game itself was a first in the survival horror genre. The player has to choose between two characters, a girl or an invisible demon. The goal of the game was to navigate through an abandoned coal mine while battling demons and coal monsters. As it was hard to navigate the game with an invisible character, people chose to complete the game with the girl character. Unfortunately, no one ever completed the game with the demon, because when the game was beaten, all trace of it would be erased from your hard drive. In 2005, an unopened copy of the game surfaced on eBay, where it was bought by a man from Japan named Yamamoto Ryuichi. Ryuichi had plans to document his playthrough of the game on YouTube, but the only video he posted was of him staring at the computer screen and crying.
In a level of the Shiver Burn Galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy 2, you can catch 3 figures on the ridge of a mountain looking down at you. Anywhere on that level, if you look up to the left, you will find the same 3 hollow-eyed figures watching you. The curious gamers began digging in the game files of Super Mario Galaxy 2 and discovered that the sky art for that area is called Beyond Hell Valley. Super Mario Galaxy 2 has no level named Hell Valley, and as for the figures themselves, the game files referred to them as Hell Valley trees.
After starting a human character in World of Warcraft, the first town you will enter is a small place called Goldshire. In a small, normally empty house, players can find 6 little kids that appear at 7 AM on the game server clock. What's strange is that the 6 little kids will stand in the shape of a pentagram as they move from Goldshire to Stormwind. World of Warcraft players have even reported hearing high-pitched wails screaming "you will die" to music that isn't found anywhere else in the game.
Some Minecraft players claim to see odd structures on their maps, such as sand pyramids, oceans, and long tunnels they didn't dig. The source of these structures, the legend says, is a strange character named Herobrine. Creator Marcus Persson says Herobrine doesn't exist, but also teases that letting too many animals die in the lava is a foolproof way to summon him, but you don't need to be afraid of him.
The Legend of Polybius chronicles the mysterious appearance of a new unheard of game in the suburbs of Portland, Oregon in 1981. Players claimed to experience amnesia, blackouts, seizures, headaches, nausea, night terrors, and there were even reports of suicide. Some swore they saw a mysterious man in black collecting data from the machines. Eventually, the game vanished from arcades. Photos of vintage cabinets appear on the internet from time to time, but no proof of the game ever existed has ever surfaced.
The legend of the haunted Majora's Mask game comes from the popular web community 4chan. A user posted a story about how he obtained a blank Nintendo 64 cartridge with Majora's Mask written across it in black magic marker. He posted photos and videos along with the story that showed a sinister version of the game. Upon starting the game, the user noticed that there was already a game saved on the cartridge titled Ben. He ignored the save file and started a new game, but noticed that all of the non-playable characters would refer to him as Ben. He deleted the Ben file and tried to start a new game. The game became more erratic. The music would play backwards and his character began to be followed by a statue of the game's main character with a creepy smile on its face. Eventually, the Ben file returned to the game. Along with it was another new file titled Drowned. Every time he played after the 2 files appeared, his character would die and a creepy message would sprawl across the screen saying, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?"
In the past couple of years, stories of Skyrim modification have popped up online. The mod is known as JVK1166ZESP and is thought to be a virus, as the game would freeze and corrupt your saved games. It was then discovered if you ran the game on DOSBox, a system that allows you to run old games on modern computers, the mod would work. The game starts with all the main characters dead. Your health depletes if you stay still. When your health runs out, you are replaced with a spider-like character known as the Assassin. This got creepy with players, noticing the character crawling around trees and walls in the background. Characters only coming out at night and standing still, and anyone you spoke to saying, "Watch the sky." Inside the newly discovered dungeon was what players call the Hall of Portraits, which has frames containing images from the user's My Pictures folder. At the end of the hallway is a locked door. Some claim to have spent hours trying to get through this door, giving players hallucinations of the assassin in real life, as well as sleepless nights trying to fathom unlocking the elusive door.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.